I'm Andrea Vocab Sanderson. I hail from San Antonio, Texas, and I've been an artist for about 20 years this year, 2019. I hail from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a singer-songwriter, hip-hop artist, performance poet, and event host, and also an arts educator. I have a project coming out entitled She Tastes Like Music, and a book to accompany that album entitled She Lives in Music. So the features on this album are pretty numerous. I have a lot of great friends here in San Antonio that I've worked with over the years. More recently, I met MC Squared and The Soul, and several members of that wonderful hip-hop ensemble are in this project. We have LQ and Sneezy.
So the joint is prickly, and prickly is just fire, an incredible concept of wanting to, well, really the base imagery is loving a cactus, if you will. It's basically, loving someone that's actually hard to love, and who can't necessarily accept them. So yeah, I have to hop on that as soon as she asked me to.
And we also have Caitlin Solis, Nigel Slaughter, and also on guitar, Josh Barrios. I'm in a group called The Foreign Arm, and another vocalist that's in that band, the lead vocalist of The Foreign Arm that sings with me, Nicholas Blevins, is in that group. There's a gentleman that I've been collaborating with in a band called Sunovia Jamel.
My name is Jamail Chachere, and I am composer, producer, audio engineer, performer. But for this specific project, I'm just mixing the album, and also I've played some trumpet and bass on some of the recordings. I'm honestly excited about mixing everything and just sending it out, because the mixing process is the most fun when you have a lot of good material to mix, and I'm just the third party trying to clean it up and then send it to everybody else. But also, me and my band, we're also going to be playing these same songs that I'm mixing for the album. So in two different ways, we're exporting it by the digital form, but also by playing it as well. So that's what I'm excited about. Yeah, the song I'm most excited to play is on 4-wheel drive. Because I was actually just mixing that today, and I was just like listening to all the intricate layers from whoever made the beat up to all the vocal tracks. It's cool. It's intricate, and it's just gonna be fun to try to recreate that same feeling.
He's really awesome, and he's working on the album, doing a lot of instrumentation, doing engineering and mixing for this project. They have several categories in which you can win a grant: literary arts, performance arts, visual arts. And so I decided to go for the literary category, and I presented myself as a multidisciplinary artist, meaning that I write as well as do singing and songwriting and things of that nature. And they said, you didn't get the standard grants that we give out for the regular categories, but we have something called the People's Choice Award, and that's where you have your friends vote for you during this window of time, and whoever gets the most votes, they will get the main grant, and then there's 3 winners up who win smaller grants. And so that process was scary, but it was it pushed me, and it challenged me in a good way, I think, to pursue what I want. It's like, if you're hungry for it, you're going to be diligent, you're going to put in the work, and then ask the community to get behind you. And the community came, and they showed up for me. So the project came about, it was just like, I realized over the years, because my father is a DJ, just like music has been such an instrumental and huge part of my life. And I'd like to take a lot of time to infuse music into my performances when I'm doing poetry, or even when I'm teaching poetry, because people gravitate towards it. And I realized over the years I've accumulated a lot of poems about music genres and different musical artists. I've been asked to pay tribute to certain artists with poems that I've written, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take these and I'm going to put together a body of work, and every poem that's on the book, it's like about 40 poems or so, I'm going to select some out of there and then turn that into an album. And so the album does feature more than just spoken word. It also has hip-hop, it also has singing in it. Some of the singing and hip-hop I'm bringing to the table, some of it is being brought by other artists that I asked to feature on the project. So that's what it is. About 12 songs on the album and about 40 poems in the book. I honestly want people to see themselves in this and figure out the ways that they find their identity in music, the way they may celebrate music, connect to the deeper appreciation that they have with these different songs, with these different genres. Ask themselves, why do I love this form of music so much? Why do I love this artist so much? I want them to feel nostalgia. I want them to close their eyes and clutch their pearls, so to speak, because I'm a little bit melodramatic, and just be like, man, just lose themselves in it for a minute and reflect on what music brings to the culture. Because music has infused itself into every facet of my life in different ways and in different times. It's like a sensation that you can't put your finger on, but you can get a taste of it in your mouth. Like, people experience one sense and other senses of their body, so it engages their sense of smell and taste and touch and everything. And so I feel like that's what happens when you put on a great song. It kind of fuses into other aspects of your life and your body and your mind, and you connect music to different places where you were eating something, or you were seeing something, or you were with somebody and experiencing a feeling or an ideal or something. And so we have music attached to these concepts, some of them concrete, some of them abstract. And so that's where the idea of She Tastes Like Music comes from. So someone very special that I wanted to mention, through fate and years of just kind of knowing good friends, I was able to collaborate with this artist named Adelaide McKenzie from London on this project. And I'm really excited because there's this gentleman named Mark Crawford that produced the track, and it's called Simply Me. It's the title track of her album, but it is also going to be on this project right here, She Tastes Like Music. And so I'm excited to have this overseas, over waters interaction with this artist. And I hope everybody checks out that piece, because it's really about self-love and just celebrating who we are, and getting into that space where we care about ourselves and have the realization of how we are and how awesome we are as humans.
Body dialed up like a radio station. She ain't handing out samples, but brothers stay waiting. Brothers stay waiting. Brothers stay waiting. Salivating from her melody, tastes so heavenly. Man, you better be ready, cause the tracks are stacked with fat beats and heavy rotation. Flavor so elating, titillating. She's satiating taste buds with the purest of drugs. All hell the empress, you can taste the love. Wrap your tongue around her tune, let it melt in your mouth. Hot as June, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Notes of sweet melody run down my tongue. Can't get enough, tastes like my favorite